What is up, my kings, queens, and trolls of YouTube? This is your girl, Queen C. As you can see, I'm laying the hell down because I had a heck of a day. I just got in the house from chaperoning my daughter's fourth grade trip. And good times. I always chaperone my kids' trips, whenever I can. Um, whenever I'm an approved chaperone, because sometimes they do like the random pics of parents and stuff like that, but I always sign up every single time because I always want to be there. I'd rather watch my own child, so I try to do what I do. So me and my big girl decided to both volunteer. So it was me, my older daughter, my youngest daughter, and her friends, and we chaperone. So y'all gotta bear with me because I'm tired. I'm like half tired, but half amped the hell up. Because, black people, we get stereotyped all the time. Everybody wants to assume that we're ghetto, we're this, we're that. Now, don't get it twisted. When Queen C is on a professional phone call or, she's handling her business, she is proper Patty. All right. But, when I'm home in my home environment or I'm around my friends and stuff like that, I let it all hang out. But when I'm conducting business and I'm out there, representing for my family and trying to, handle things, proper Patty all day. So what I need to know is, what the fuck is wrong with people? Why the hell would you volunteer to chaperone your child's school trip and be on the bus and on the trip calling people niggas and talking about niggas? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, that grinded my gears so bad. I was like, you ignorant fucker. Like, I try to stay away from that word, you know what I mean? Because it's not something that I want to be a part of my vocabulary and my children's vocabulary. Now, let's get it straight. A nigger, Nigger, is an ignorant person. But a nigga is supposed to be what some people use as a term of endearment. I don't necessarily like it, but to each is their own. What you do at home or with your friends is none of my business. But let me explain something to you. When you are with your children out in a public setting around their teachers and you're in an environment to where you are with school children and they're on a trip or learning and all that kind of stuff, if you walking around in that environment and you saying nigga this, nigga that, nigga 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 nigga, you are a nigga and a nigger. Okay, because you are an ignorant ass bastard. Like, to me, that is so trifling. Like, why would you represent our black males that way? You don't have no class, no dignity, no self-respect. Like, you walking around like this is the normal. You can't go to work and talk like that. You know what I mean? So why would you represent yourself, represent the school, represent our community, walking around talking like that in front of people? Like, good. I'm glad you volunteered for your kid, but truthfully, you should have kept your stinking ass home. Because what, like, y'all, really, can you imagine? We on a school bus, everybody's chilling, kids, they loud, whatever. But then you got this jackass on the phone and he talking to one of his homies on nigga, ho 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 nigga. Like, you sound like a fucking idiot. You sound like a fucking idiot. Y'all, when y'all do stuff like that, you are an embarrassment. Like, for real, you're an embarrassment. Like, don't do that. That is so tacky and embarrassing. Like, why do you gotta let the world know that you a nigga? Why can't you just be an upstanding parent, a upstanding man, a upstanding father? Like, why do you gotta let the world know that you a nigga? Like, come on, really? Why? Like, why is it so important for you to be saying nigga? Like, what the hell's wrong with you? Really, for real. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, y'all, that pissed me off so bad. Like, I wanted to spit in his forehead. I want to spit on his forehead. Like, come on, really? Like, listen, there's a difference between black people and niggas and niggers, okay? There's a difference. And I'm gonna need y'all to understand something. It's nothing wrong with having fun. It's nothing wrong with having slang. And it's nothing wrong with that. But don't be distasteful. That kind of stuff you should not be using around other people's children. Do that at home. Do it at home. But don't just be doing that on the school bus with the babies, because they repeat everything you hear. When a young black male who may not have a father in his life sees you, he could see you and look up to you and be like, this is what a man does. So why would you want to leave an example of you walking around with your pants sagging, talking about some nigga on the school bus? Like, yo, you make me sick. People like that, y'all make me sick. There's a time and a place for that kind of language, and it is not a field trip on a school bus or around other people's children. Use that for your house, okay? I just needed to vent, y'all, because like that really like pissed me off. Really, asshole. Like, really. I'm telling you, I don't know whether to laugh, cry, pray. I don't know what to do, because I would think that somebody would have more common sense to be walking around doing that on a kid's field trip. So, hopefully other teachers, which I'm sure they did, heard it, and they don't let this punk ass bastard volunteer no more. Because again, all black people don't say that. All of us don't walk around talking nigga this, nigga that, yo. All of us, we don't do that. So please, when you see people like that, don't stereotype our race, because guess what? We don't like people that do that either, okay? So anyway, that was my rant for the day. If you guys want to email me, you can always email me at queenchrisshonda@gmail.com. Don't forget to subscribe to me, and do me a favor, don't be walking around talking about some nigga, because we don't like it. Peace from the C-Hive, guys.